Alright, ladies and gentlemen out there, this is the part of the show where we pick them. We call it Who You Got. Fellas, let's start off with the Thanksgiving Day games. We got the Chicago Bears traveling to the Detroit Lions. I am going with the Detroit Lions in the Thanksgiving Day upset. Who y'all got, J-Dog?
I got to go with Chicago's defense.
They looking good. Mr. Benoit, what you looking like on this
I'm
game?
with Jay on this one, man. The defense for the Bears is going to be too much for the Lions.
I don't mind standing alone. Big game, big game, big game from my man J-Dog. For first place, the Washington Redskins will travel to the Dallas Cowboys. Jeremy, it's only right you pick this one first, buddy.
I'm going with Dallas, of course. I looked at the numbers wise. Everybody's trying to say, oh, they lost their starting quarterback. They did, but Colt McCoy, he's not a pushover. I say our defense a little bit better than theirs. I think we ranked 14th and 15th, and even tied for 10th in sacks, both teams. But I'm going with my boys. We're taking over first.
Just for kicks, J-Dog, what's your score?
Man, I don't even think it ain't gonna be big. It'll be like 27-20.
Damn, that's more than I thought. Mr. Benoit, who you rolling with in this important game?
Man,
you know our fair share of Cowboy fans. Who you
So I'm gonna go with the Redskins on the upset. And the thing is that Colt McCoy came in last time and beat the Cowboys.
He's right. He's right. I didn't want to bring that up, but yeah, he's right.
So I mean, I think the Redskins have got a little bit to prove. I don't think the Cowboys can put up the points if Prescott can't get the ball down the field, and that's the biggest hiccup for them. And they're just not going to be able to run all over the Redskins like they've been running over everybody, I believe.
I'm going to go, surprisingly, Dallas. And I'm going to say Dallas by a good amount. I'm going to say 20-10. I'm picking the Cowboys. I think they take over first place. I want them to win. I told J-Dog I want them to win. I want them hot when they're coming in to play them Saints. I don't want no damn excuses. Next, speaking of Saints, we have the Atlanta Falcons traveling to the blazing hot New Orleans Saints. Is there any reason anybody at this table should pick anybody other than the Saints in this game?
The only thing I can see if anybody wants to go with the Falcons is that they're a rivalry. And that would be the only reason why, but the Saints are going to be too much for them.
Yeah,
Saints.
I think this train keeps on rolling. I don't know if we're going to put up 50-something, but I'm going to say 45-28.
Yeah.
We're rolling on. This is a nothing game, really. Maybe important for one of these two teams. We got the Oakland Raiders traveling to the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to pick the Baltimore Ravens. Go around the table, Jeremy.
Baltimore by 7.
Chris.
I'll go Raiders by 3.
Next game, the New England Patriots, who are suddenly looking kind of vulnerable, will travel to the hopeless New York Jets.
The Jets.
Are you really taking the
No,
Jets?
heck no.
Okay.
Heck no. I'm just saying that's what they always say whenever
I'm taking that means you're going with the GOAT, Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
I'm going with Brady.
Chris,
No,
same.
definitely going with Brady.
Yeah, same. Jacksonville, who got a little spark in their step last week, will travel to Buffalo. It's that time of the year. It's snowing. It's cold in Buffalo. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills. I don't know if you call it an upset, but that's what I'm calling it.
Definitely upset.
So I'm going with the Bills. Chris, who you got in this game?
Man, I'm going to go Jaguars. They're going to run the ball all over that defense.
I'll say Jags by 3.
Jags by 3. Next game, we have Seattle going to Carolina. Kind of a big game for both these teams. They're kind of two teams that are right there in the middle of the pack, still fighting for it. I am going to take Seattle. Just going to take Seattle. My feelings towards Carolina, I think I made pretty clear. I'm taking Seattle. Chris?
I'm going to go Panthers, man. I think they're going to bounce back. They're still a little bitter what happened last week, so they at home. It's hard to beat them at home.
I'm gonna say Carolina by 3 at home too, and I will not be doing the Superman pose because
I am not doing that crap.
For various reasons.
I'm not doing that crap. Sorry, LP, I ain't doing that crap. All right, next game. We have the Cleveland Browns going to the Cincinnati Bengals. I am going to go with the Cleveland Browns. I'm a Baker Mayfield fan. I'm going with the Browns. Mr. J-Dawg, let's go to you next. Who
I'm
you
going
got?
with Cincinnati by 3 and close one.
Mr. Benoit?
I'm going Browns, man. They,
all right.
Mayfield and that running back Chubb. He's young.
Chubb.
A lot of people are forgetting about him, but he's putting on some pretty good
Georgia
numbers.
product.
I picked him up in my fantasy too, right at the last
Getting all
moment.
kind of fancy tips in this episode. Next game, important game for J-Dawg. Giants at Eagles. Eagles are technically still in it. I'm just on an upset road this week. I'm taking the New York Giants to win this game.
Wow. I'm gonna have to go.
J-Dawg.
I'm gonna have to go with Philly at home.
Philly at home.
I'm gonna step on. And
Can both of them lose?
Yeah, they can.
They can tie.
I'm going Giants myself. I think Eli's gonna get it done.
I think Eli's playing for his job, to tell you the truth. I've been seeing a little spunk in Eli last couple of
Who's
weeks.
their backup, by the way, anyway?
They got a kid they drafted, Kyle Luletta. I'm not sure if I'm saying
I'm
his
not
name
sure.
right. He come from like Richmond Spiders.
Oh,
I mean, but he was a decent college quarterback. But, little tidbit of information for y'all out there. San Francisco 49ers will travel to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and who gives a damn game? I'm gonna take the Bucks, I guess, because they're at home. Jeremy.
I'm gonna go with Winston. Last time Fitzmagic let me down, but I'm gonna go with Winston, I guess.
Yeah, these fools don't know what they want to do. Chris?
I'm going 49ers, man. They got some pretty young receivers that are burners, and I don't think the Bucks can cover them. So
Traveling on to the Arizona Cardinals at the Chargers. I've been on the Chargers all year. I'm going to have to stay on. I'm going to stick with San Diego. Let's go to you, Chris. Who you got in this guy?
I got San Diego as well, man. The Cardinals just don't have nothing for them.
Chargers, they on the roll.
All right. Chris, this is your game this week. Your Pittsburgh Steelers will travel to the Denver Broncos, who got a huge win last week against the Chargers. I'm going to let you start us off since it is your team. What you got, buddy? What you think?
Steelers going to bounce back. They're not going to look like they did against Jacksonville. They're going to get it back rolling like they had been before that game, and Steelers going to be up big, 21.
Yeah.
J-Dog, what you think about it?
I got y'all's kicker winning it by 3.
Yeah,
But y'all gonna win.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. I'm secretly kind of on Pittsburgh. They coming along. I ain't gonna win by no 21 points, but yeah, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Next game, the Miami Dolphins traveling to the surprise team of the year for me, the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going Colts all the way. I'm on the Andrew Luck bandwagon. I like the Colts. Jeremy,
Indy. It's big. I think it's big.
Chris.
I'm with Jeremy on that. Colts, big time over Dolphins. Dolphins they're in rebuild mode, man.
Next game, I'm assuming this is a Sunday night game. I'm pretty sure it is. It is Green Bay Packers at Minnesota. I think this is Green Bay's season. I think if they lose this game, they might as well start their head coach search. So I'm going with the Green Bay Packers. Mr. Leone.
I can't see them beat Minnesota at home. I said I think Minnesota wins it close.
All right, Chris.
I'm with Jeremy on that one too. I think the Vikings win. Close game. I think it's gonna be a 3-point difference. But
Just a quick little side note on this game. Packers don't make playoffs, do anything. New coach next year?
for sure.
Yeah, I think you start. Yeah, I really do. I think
It's been coming for a long time.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers and McCarthy they don't gel, man.
And Monday Night Football, big game for
That's
our
a big
man with the plan, the man with the skills, our producer back there, Mr. Joshua Robert Sepulveda. The Tennessee Titans will travel to Houston to play the Texans in a huge AFC South game. I am going to roll with the Texans because they're at home. Mr. Leone, what you got?
I'm gonna have to go with Josh's team. I'm going with Houston too. But it's a close one, like you said. I think they win by 3.
What you got, Mr. Chris?
I'm going Texans, man.
All
Deshaun,
Texans.
he's going to be the deciding factor, and they win by 7.
Well, that's our picks this week, ladies and gentlemen. Check back with us to see how we did. Thank you.